The Empowerment Group has been set up by the Alzheimer Society in West Berkshire. The group consists of people with dementia, and they want to do a number of things. Firstly, they want to make a real difference to how people look at people with dementia. They want to encourage people to get an early diagnosis and show that there are ways where people can help themselves. They want to see what really helps and then promote this within the NHS and social care. They want to commission training to bring new or better services. They want to be consulted by people who want to do a better job within the NHS and social care. And they want to show how to live well with dementia.
We have at the moment, fostered by the media, an idea of that decline is inevitable, decline is the only pathway for dementia. But we need a progression of hope. We need the idea that people can renew themselves and rebalance their lives to cope. I think we can do a great deal to help people both physically, psychologically and cognitively. In dementia, everyone says you can't do this, you can't do that. You are less of a person than you were the day you are diagnosed compared to the day before. The implications of that are that you become less capable because you feel worried, you feel anxious, you retreat into a corner, you do not wish to be caught making mistakes. You are frightened by anyone catching you out. So you retreat, you block off your social contacts, you gradually make your world smaller so that you can manage it better.
I think there's an expectation in some people's minds that that's what it, and they presume that they can't do things.
Okay.
So it's to get at them in a different way, to say, you know, we can all do the same thing, maybe not as quick as one another, but we can all do it, and some of us can do it even better. I don't know. I don't understand how this sort of label gets put onto too many people. Because if you give people a label, they live up to the label. And that's not right.
We are full of admonitions and advice to people that if they've got memory problems, they must get themselves diagnosed, must get to a clinic. But if a person goes when they have early stage dementia, there is precious little offered to them. And we can't expect people to be cheerful about being told, come back when you're worse. They need to have something that is offered that can give them a positive view of themselves.
So tell me a little about the Empowerment Group.
We started off with singing for the brain and walking for the brain and gentle exercise. We have a men's group. We do things with people so that they have an interesting life. And it has always been therapeutic, but the idea of making a marked, measurable improvement has always intrigued me. I wanted to try software that is designed to help the ears to hear better and the eyes to see better, and for the brain to process what it hears and sees much quicker, because that sort of thing can translate into global improvements in people's functioning. On a purely subjective level, people are more alert, seem to have a lot greater self-awareness and insight, not just into themselves, but into the people around them. They're much more able, it seems to me, to relate to others effectively and easily.
It's certainly helped my memory. Definitely helped my memory.
What kind of other things have you noticed?
I don't know really. It's just the memory side. That's why I had the problem. You know, I can talk to people a lot better than I could before. That's one thing I used to have a lot of problem with.
Right.
Was, you know, even though I run my own business, and I obviously spoke to a lot of people in my own business, on the personal side of it, I had a job to mingle with people or, you know, talk to people.
Right.
But now I don't seem to have any problem like that anymore, which is quite good for me.
What is it that you get from coming along to the Sharpen Up sessions?
Well, I'll get to meet some very nice people.
Right.
On very well.
Yeah.
I'm very, very keen on the yoga side of things. You know, the exercise and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I find that I can learn quite a lot from people.
There have been several consultations in which they've taken part. So there's a real sense that what they think matters, what people with dementia in this empowerment group think matters.
Some people might say, so why does it matter what people with dementia think?
It matters what people with dementia think because they are the recipients of other people's ideas on how they should live, but they should be organising what happens to them themselves. It shouldn't be up to others to decide what happens to them. They're not poor wee things. They are people with the capacity to decide and to make a difference.
Because when I was first diagnosed, which was 4 years, 5 years, I was completely gaga, literally.
So what was it that got you back on track?
Reading Borough Council?
You have to explain.
No, seriously. The bottom of the road, it had a road sign, Strathy Close, leading to Craig Avenue and somewhere else. But this was on the road called Craig Avenue, which has been there since the year dot. So that's when I got onto Reading Borough Council, and they just letters, fobbing me off all the time, and I just got so cross with them. They did eventually reinstate Craig Avenue's road. I got so angry with Reading Borough Council, and suddenly I can talk.
What does it mean to live well with dementia?
I think it means to have a rich social life, to be engaged in the community, to be able to stay as fit as possible, to be aware of your circumstances and of others, to be able to adapt, to think of life as full of problems which need to be solved. In our health economy, as they call it, we're always supposed to measure impact. I think this is very difficult to measure how high someone's smile is, how long they laughed, and how much joy they get from things. If they could find a way of measuring all that, I think we would have a much better health service. And I think we would make a lot more progress.
I don't mind telling people I have memory difficulties if they need to know.
I take my medication and try to be happy.
You can't consider yourself different to anyone else.
Concentrating can make me tired, but it doesn't always. Depends what I'm concentrating on.
Thinking of ways to improve myself to keep well.
But I try my best to keep enjoying every day.
You can get around any of your difficulties by keeping cheerful.
Try to be happy, yes. I'm tired of crying, and all you're lying. That's why I'm buying a China doll. Her eyes are blue, her thoughts are true, her lips are new, my China doll. I'd rather have a doll of clay that I can call my own than one like you who is untrue with a heart of stone. She'll never leave me, she'll not deceive me, and never grieve me, my China doll. She'll never leave me, she'll not deceive me,